How many times do we search for peace in distant places, waiting for conflicts to end, for wounds to heal, for silence to replace arguments? Yet, Bert Hellinger showed us that true peace is not born from what happens outside. It arises from an invisible order that lives within every family. Today's phrase guides us to this truth. Peace arrives when each one takes their place in the heart of the family. In this video, we will explore what this really means, why we often carry pain that does not belong to us, and how simple inner gestures can bring back lightness to the heart and open the path to reconciliation. So, take a deep breath, and join me on this journey into love in order. 1. The teaching revealed by the phrase. Today's phrase, peace arrives when each one takes their place in the heart of the family, is like a gentle but powerful key that opens a hidden door. Behind this door lies one of the most profound truths that Bert Hellinger revealed to the world, the order of love. We often believe that peace will finally come when everyone thinks like us, when arguments stop, when wounds are healed, or when silence replaces conflict. But this is not real peace. True peace does not depend on external circumstances. It emerges from something deeper, from an order that lives within every family. Every family is like a living organism. And just as in the human body, health is preserved when each organ plays its proper role, the same applies to families. Imagine the heart deciding to become the brain, or the lungs trying to function as legs. The body would collapse. And in the same way, when in a family someone steps into a place that does not belong to them, when a child tries to be greater than the parents, when a sibling is forgotten, when an ancestor is excluded, the system suffers. Bert Hellinger taught that no one can be left out. The bond of belonging is stronger than any human judgment. Even those who hurt others, those who failed, those who were silenced or rejected, they too belong. If they are not given a place, the family system finds a way to restore balance, often by making the later generations carry their fate unconsciously. That is why today's phrase carries such strength. Peace comes when each one takes their rightful place in the heart of the family. It is not only about outward behavior, it is about an inner movement. In our hearts, we give each person a place. Within us, we say, "You too belong." And when we allow this, something extraordinary happens. The invisible weight we carried without knowing begins to dissolve. Our heart grows wider. Life finds its alignment again. And the love that was blocked begins to flow like a river released from a dam. 2. Development, practical advice, and human touches. Now, let us bring this wisdom into daily life. Perhaps, when you think of your own family, you see pain, separations, disappointments, rejection, unspoken words. This is natural. No family is free from wounds. But there is something stronger than pain, the power of reconciliation. The child who carries the mother's pain. Picture a little child watching his mother. She is weary, burdened, perhaps abandoned or sad. The child, moved by love, says silently in his heart, "Mom, I will carry this for you. I will make you happy again." Without knowing, the child steps out of his place. He grows up too soon. He becomes the comforter, the caretaker, the one who puts everyone else's needs before his own. This is a classic example of taking on a role that does not belong to us. The son is not his mother's father. He is not her partner. He is only her child. When the son finally returns to his rightful place, giving back the burden that was never his to carry, his life begins to blossom again. His energy, once consumed by a weight too heavy, is freed to follow his own path. The sibling who was forgotten. Now imagine a family where there was a child who died young, or who was rejected for some reason. Out of pain or shame, no one speaks about him. Silence becomes a way of pretending he never existed. But in the soul of the family, he continues to exist. And the system will not rest until he is acknowledged. A younger brother or sister might feel a strange emptiness, a sense of not belonging, or might even unconsciously repeat the destiny of the excluded sibling. When that sibling is remembered and given a place in the heart, something shifts. We do not need to glorify them, nor excuse their choices, nor erase their story. It is enough to say, "You belong. I see you." This simple act of acknowledgement restores order, and with it, Peace. The weight of secrets. Every family carries secrets. A betrayal hidden in whispers, a loss never spoken of, a painful decision buried in silence. These secrets, though unspoken, cast long shadows. They become invisible weights carried by the younger ones. Without knowing why, they live a life that does not feel fully their own. The path to peace is not about exposing everything publicly. It is about giving space inside the heart. It is about silently acknowledging that these stories exist and honoring the truth that every person carried their own burdens in the best way they could. This act alone is enough to release much of the weight. How to apply this wisdom in your own life? Now, let me guide you into some practical steps you can take to begin bringing this order into your heart. Look at your parents. Whether they are alive or have already passed away, whether they were present or absent, in your imagination, place them before you. Look at them and say, "You are the great ones. I am the small one. You gave me life." That is already enough. These simple words free the heart from resentment and allow gratitude to emerge. Include the forgotten ones. Remember those who were excluded: siblings, uncles, aunts, grandparents, even partners once rejected or children who never came to life. In silence, you can say, "I see you. You have a place in my heart." This acknowledgement brings healing not only to you but to the entire family soul. Return what is not yours. If you feel that you are carrying burdens, pain, or responsibilities that do not belong to you, take a deep breath and, in your heart, say, "Dear Father, dear Mother, I leave with you what is yours. I take only what belongs to me, life." With these words, you return to your rightful place and free your path. These gestures may seem simple, but they carry great power. They do not change the past, but they change the way we stand before it. And that makes all the difference. 3. Final reflection. Today's phrase invites us into a profound act of humility, to accept our place and to allow others theirs. Peace does not come when we try to control life. Peace arrives when we bow before the greater order that already exists. And this order is simple. Parents give, children receive. The great ones come first, the small ones come later. Everyone belongs, without exception. When we honor this order, life flows. When we try to reverse it, suffering enters. So today, take a moment for a simple exercise. Close your eyes and imagine your family as a great circle. One by one, place each person in their rightful place, without excluding anyone, without changing anything. And then, in your heart, say, "I honor each one just as they are. I take my place among you." And so, peace arrives. And as you say this, notice, peace is not something distant. It is already here, waiting for love to find its order. Because true peace is not the absence of conflict. True peace is love in order.